exploring the Buffalo Gap National Grasslands, which is a just over 500,000 acre piece of land that borders Badlands National Park. I plan on staying in that other location for a couple more days, but after filming that other video, went to export all the footage from my phone onto the hard drive, and apparently the hard drive was corrupted. We ended up having to pack up and leave. And go to a Walmart that was like an hour away. It's the closest town, Rapid City, and get a new hard drive. That was $90. And instead of driving an hour back there, we just came to our next location, which is called the Badlands Boondocking. Another place I was back here in August of 2020. Awesome views, and I actually got the same exact spot I was at in 2020. Been kind of sitting around for the last few days. 2 days ago, we're parked over there, top of the hill. Probably can't see the truck, but we walked about 1.5 miles to find some mountain sheep, because in 2020, that's where I photographed these mountain sheep here. I've shown that photo a few times. And past couple days, just been kind of hanging out around the truck and just getting really bored. So, and it's been hot. So today, it's windy, as you can probably tell, and just need to take a stroll. So we're actually going out to this area out here, this other set of, I don't know what they call them, buttes. I'm just going to call them buttes. Rock formation out here, because there's a lake down there, and I figured maybe, since it's kind of secluded from everybody, that there might be some mountain sheep or rams up there. Hopefully rams. That's where we're going today. We're just gonna go ahead and go check it out there, hang out there, see what we can find. And also, there's this tree that I've been watching since I've been here, right in the middle of this big prairie. It's all by itself with that butte or whatever in the background. So hopefully this evening I might be able to grab a pretty decent shot of that, because the sun sets down back behind me. So hopefully light that tree up nice. And I know that formation back there, it gets lit up real nice. I took an image of it last night. So that's what we're doing today. It's only about 1.5 miles from where the truck was. We're about halfway there. So we're going to continue on, and we'll see you here in a few. Nothing I'm ever going to drink. A lot of cow urine and cow patties around here. Harvey drinks it, he's fine. I apologize ahead of time. The wind is strong and still don't have a sock on this thing, and it'll probably be a while before I do. So if it sounds like I'm yelling, it's probably because I am. But we got up here finally. Just gonna relax for a while. It's only about 3:30. Sunset now. It's not getting until close pushing 9 o'clock now. Just here a minute ago, I was just using my main camera and just videotaping some cows out there in the distance, and when I got done, I turned around real quick. Running right up through this riverbank here was a coyote. I mean, he saw me. I didn't see him until I turned around, and he was just booking it across. Grab a couple shots of him. I don't know how it came out, but I'm trying not to turn around because this wind. And he ran over towards that hill. On another side of the hill, he went just before he went over the lip of the hill. He stops and turned and looked straight at me. Nice profile shot, nothing but blue sky behind him. Hoping I got a decent shot. I only had a chance to grab like one or two real quick. And hopefully I might be able to crop in and get a decent photo. But if not, it was still cool to just see a coyote. We've yet to see one of those in the wild since we've been out here. So, like I said, still real early. We're just going to wander around here, see what there is to see. Gorgeous area to look at. So, we're just going to wander around, kill some time, and see what we find. As I walk around this area, you can't help but think of how exactly these type of landscapes are made over the years. As the Rocky Mountains were being formed over the years, sediment would be washed off the mountains and carried down across, be deposited in this area. And a lot of it being limestone, sandstone, all that brittle type of material. Once the Rockies, I guess, got big enough, river being formed, kind of diverting a lot of the water from coming out here. And then after that, not a whole lot more water. All the sediment that had been deposited is pretty much left to the element, and erosion started taking control. Over the next hundreds of thousands or millions of years, it was just slowly eroded, and it's how a lot of these landscapes were formed. All right, we've made our way all the way around this mountain, view, mesa, hill, whatever they call these things anymore. But that over there is where we started. Then we walked all the way around, came back up behind here. So we haven't really seen anything. It's not as big area as I thought. Still a little bit until sunset. I still really want to photograph that tree mainly. That's the one thing about landscape photography, especially areas like this. You really got to pick and choose what you want. A lot of times like that, it's only one subject, and you want to be there during the good lighting, and good lighting doesn't last very long. So if you wanted to photograph that, and then you saw something way over there that has potential, it's like you really got to pick, because it's kind of hard to photograph that. And when that sun starts going down, now you take that shot, now you got 5 or 10 minutes to make your way a half mile away to try to get another shot. And you really got to pick your battles. Wind, I am so sorry. It's really irritating me. But I'm trying to block as best I can. But back behind me, prairie dogs. It looks like a bunch of mountains and prairie dogs. I look through binoculars to try to see them. It's like a quarter mile away. We got like 3 hours. So we're going to head that way and see if we can at least photograph some of them. On our way out, we'll grab an image of that tree. So we're going to pack up. We just ate something, grab some more water. And we're gonna pack up, head that way, and hang out with the prairie dogs for a while.
Out where time seems to fade, where your maps are no good, trade your money for rest, learn to master.
We're here. So we're just gonna relax. As soon as I came in here, they just all scattered. This guy right here, I guess he's standing guard. Got a few images of him already. Can't really get too much closer, but right behind me, I'm decently close to a bunch of mounds in case they get a little bit more comfortable and want to peek their heads up. I'm a little bit closer than I am to this guy. So probably not gonna get a whole lot here. There's only so many images you can take of a prairie dog on top of a mound chirping. That's pretty much all he's doing. Just not doing anything. At the campground, I did get one sitting on his butt and just feeding himself like a squirrel. So I got a couple cool images. We're gonna hang out with these guys for a while, enjoy the evening, and make our way back to that tree in a few. All right, another detour from the original composition I wanted. The hills we were at earlier that I wanted in the background of this, just now getting light on them. Ow, prickling. But the sun is still kind of high and still really direct. Last night that light got really orangish glow. So I'm kind of waiting for that. The sun came out and just lit this grass really nicely in that tree. And I just set up real quick and grabbed the shot because we got these nice white clouds up in the sky with the blue sky. And then I had that real yellow light being thrown across this grass and the tree. And it actually came out really nice as far as I can tell. Like I said, I just set up real quick and grabbed it. Yeah, in the shot, that light just makes this green grass look like yellow or gold. And then I got the tree off kind of down by itself, bottom rightish part of the frame. Zoomed all the way out to 24 mil so I can get all those clouds in the sky. Really liking it. Shooting wide mainly too because of this tree. The big thing was in this big vast open space all by itself. And I'm trying to show as much of that as possible to kind of show its isolation. And at the same time, I like to get some background elements, small details like those hills we were at once they get lit up so they kind of stand up. We also got the hills and cliffs off in the background behind it now that when I took that shot and right now they're just starting to get lit up again. They're really small in the shot. It's just touch of detail in the very far background. So like how that turned out. Still gonna frame something up to get those hills we were at and just wait on that light some. All right, all set up here for our initial composition we were going for. Already grabbed a couple shots because that sun kept peeking in and out of that sun, or behind those clouds. It just kept coming and going, throwing really nice light right across this green grass, almost making it look golden. Shining real nice light on the tree and those hills, mesas, butte, whatever thingies out in the background. Those are lighting up really nice. Those are going to be really small in the frame. They're mainly just an accent to the photograph, a point of interest. Main focus obviously is the tree. Zoomed all the way out to 24 mil. Focus on the tree. It's about a third way into the frame, so focus on that, especially at 24 mil. Everything's pretty much in focus. So the horizon only goes up to like third of the frame because I really like the clouds in the sky. And also where the clouds are, they kind of run over top of the tree and they almost curve into the hillsides in the background. So it almost forms like a triangle shape and almost like a leading line into those hills in the background. That's what we got there. I'm just snapping images as that sun comes in and out. But real quick, just want to talk about my idea for tomorrow. Coyotes are out. They're carrying on out there. Probably around that prairie dog town we were at earlier. Tomorrow, I am planning the national park, Badlands National Park, and we're in the Buffalo Gap National Grasslands. They border each other, and the border is about 2 miles away. So I've been planning, since tomorrow's gonna be the coolest day of the week, only supposed to be a high of 78 and cloudy, so hopefully it'll be pretty nice. Just the hike the 2 miles to the border, camp out overnight, and come back in the next day. The only debate I've had about camping overnight is just water, because there's not much water out here. What water there is, it's really murky, and then also you got cows walking all through it and peeing in it, and I'm just not going to drink it. Harvey drinks it, so the only water I got is my bladder and 2 water bottles, like 20-ounce soda bottles. So if I do it, I'm already kind of packed for it, not taking any food that I'll have to have water for, no coffee for the morning, but I just got to be able to make my water last. So that's the plan, potential plan for tomorrow. We'll see how it works out. Right now, we're just sitting here. Ooh, look at this. See, not paying attention. And we got nice light, and I missed it. See, only takes a split second. Nice light on those hills. So we're gonna stay here a little bit longer, let that, see what that sun does, and just keep snapping images and see what we come up with. So. All right, just as I was finishing up, and I thought that sun was pretty much done, I thought I was gonna stay behind those clouds. It came out and just shot gorgeous light in those hills we were on earlier. I just got done taking a 5-shot panorama with my telephoto, 100 to 400, zoomed in at 300, and it took 5 shots. I think that's gonna come out nice. Finished up, got our shots at the trees much as we could. I come up on top of this hill here because after I got done with that tree, all those hills were about a national park. They were lighting up really nicely. And let's grab everything up real quick. Tripods in each hand. Ran up here. Time I got here, the light was gone. And the one shot I did snap real quick. Turned out like it didn't turn out. But I wasn't expecting that. Well, I kind of was, but I didn't think that sun was going to make its way out. Really good day. Not as hot as I thought it was going to be because it was windy, which was still annoying because the mic tried to keep the noise down as much as possible. But I was really expecting to see some sheep out there since there was a water source, cliffside, for them to get away from predators. But once you got out there, that hill is not as big as it looks. And also we saw that coyote, which was cool. And he just took off across there like it was nothing. So obviously predators can get up through there, no problem. So think any mountain sheep or ram did hopefully get it. I think we got at least one decent shot of a coyote. Nothing to write home about, but it was still cool to see them. Couple prairie dogs and our tree. So then we walk away with some decent images today. Tomorrow, like I mentioned, probably gonna hike out there to the national park. Whether we camp out or not, I'm still not 100%. I'm gonna take everything. Just the biggest concern is water. And if we go out tomorrow, it'll be later in the afternoon. That way I'm not out there in the heat of the day, not great lighting for photography, and just wasting water. So camping out, staying out overnight, playing by ear. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully next week's video will be over that way. Really like to get some bighorn ram or bighorn sheep or ram, and obviously some more awesome landscape shots of this area. If you're ever out in this area, I think I mentioned before, if not, make sure you check this out. Gorgeous area. And with that, as you can see, that light goes down, and same thing in the morning. everything in this area glows. Even though all looks green, you can see it now coming out. There's a bunch of browns and yellows and oranges, and that light just makes it glow golden, like it did earlier. So gorgeous area to see if you haven't. But I'm gonna stay here for a few more minutes, see if we can't grab a couple more shots of this hill back here. And like I said, hopefully next week's video is out there towards the national park. And till then, I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you on the next one, and we'll see you at the top.